Hey there, viewers, a Transformers fan or Charlie Young back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series 86 Scourge. Now, this figure was recently reissued in the More Than Meets the Eye subline, I guess. And well, this is the version that I have. Because when they first released Scourge in Studio Series, I missed out on him for whatever reason. Yeah, I have no idea why myself. But now that Scourge has been reissued, I finally got him. So, yeah. I do wonder if they'll do the sweeps as well, because they did release the sweeps. So, but anyway, looking at the box, we can see that this is the new box. Here's the old box, for example. So there's that. While looking at the box, we can see Scourge here in both modes. That's pretty cool. More Than Meets the Eye collection, Scourge, Transformers the movie, 19 steps. This side has got Scourge. This side, 40 years of the 86 movie. So there's that. The back, got them in both modes. See, the background is meant to be the whole reformatting scene because there's a wire from a shrapnel there. This week does in the film, he's the leader of the sweeps. And normally I don't show the top of the box, but this is pretty funny. Transformers left film. Like, I don't know if that's an error or what, but it's just hilarious. Transformers left film. But anyway. So, for the figure itself, yeah, it's a one-to-one reissue of the original Studio Series Scourge, but, well, seeing how it's my first time with this figure, well, looking at it, I really like the spaceship mode. Of course, it's meant to be that weird slipper mode with boat thing. I have no idea what this is meant to be. Some weird space boat. Yeah, it was just a funny estimate of what vehicles would look like in 2005. Because that's when the film was meant to take place, remember? Now it's 20 years after that. Oh my god. Anyway, of course, we've got the Decepticon symbol right there. Got the top gun right there. His face is hidden in there, and there is a mode where you can just get that out, but honestly, I'm not going to bother with that, because such a nothing mode. It's just, you move some things around and you get the head out. Got these little bits right here. Underneath, you can pretty much see, yeah, obviously it's going to be a shell former, but hey, that's normally Scourge. If you want, you can flip this so we can still have the head showing. That's pretty funny, because, yeah, Scourge did have his face showing in vehicle mode a couple of times in the show, which was weird, but okay. And yeah, overall, this is a pretty nice looking vehicle mode. It follows Scourge's space boat mode pretty well. But this bit of detailing, which I think I remember someone, I think it was Few Adams, saying that this was probably based on Cybertron Sideways. So I guess this is like a nod to BotCon Scourge. It's probably fully I'm pretty sure that was fully unintentional though. So yeah, just a fun coincidence. But anyway, So yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. And well, for accessories, yeah, we pretty much just get his gun. And yeah, it's a pretty standard laser gun. Although we do also get a blast effect. This weird warpy blast effect. Oh yeah, we can just plug that in. And there we go. Got a port there on the side to plug this on. So there you go. Or if that's not your fancy, it can go right on top there, on the little head gun, or on these. So yeah. Or of course, if you have like other guns, then this can go in the ones that take blast effects. So yeah. And well, that's pretty much all I've got to say for the spaceship mode. Like, I would like put him with like, I don't know, Times Return Scourge, but honestly, seeing how this came out like what, 2021, I think, I'm pretty sure people have already done that. So let's just. Here is Alpha Trion. Now, this is the Legacy Alpha Trion from the, what's it called? A Hero is Born 2-pack. And yeah, he uses the Scourge molds. Granted, heavy retooled because these bits are different, so he sits up weirdly. And the head gun's missing, but it's still the Scourge mold. So you can see how much it retooled. And honestly, they've retooled a bit. Like, this bit's been retooled. Obviously, the head's been retooled. And these wing bits have been retooled to the robot mode. So, yeah. Honestly, it's kind of a random retooling, but sure. And ironically, I've had Avatron for a few years now. Obviously, the Age of the Primes one has replaced this guy for me, but still. Well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode, so let's move on to the transformation. So, transformation, well, I mean, he's a shell former, so what we're going to do is take these little wings here and just open these up, and we can just take these shell halves and just open these up and just fillet these open like so. And yeah, all of this is pretty much just going to be wing kibble. So come around here, we can get the feet out, flip around the heels. Get these out the way, because then we can unpack the arms, lift up the shoulders, or this hinge, which has the shoulders. So lift up this hinge. This will tab into the chest. Then the shoulders can move down. Untap this back plate here. Come on. We can take this bit covering the face, and that just moves around. And then we want to try and arrange this in such a way where the head will go in. And yeah, I tend to forget how this goes sometimes. Oh, hang on. Almost. There we go. So you just want it sort of arranged like this. Because then that will just slide into there. Back panel will go down. This bit will unpeg and just flip down like so. And now for the cape, these will close. These gum bits will also close up. These middle panels will untab. And then all of this will just accordion upwards. So, and well, with the legs, here we have Scourge in robot mode. And yeah, it is a shell former, but I still really like the transformation. Like, the way that the arms transform is pretty funny. So, and what we get is, well, it's Scourge. Now, from what I remember reading, this color scheme is more based on his first scene, like when Thundercracker is reformatted into Scourge. I might be misremembering, and then like the Studio Series Sweeps, that's more toy color Scourge. But honestly, I don't really care. This still looks really cool. So of course, with the cool wings. Yeah, kind of kibbly, but oh well. Unfortunately, this isn't really a porthole, so you can't plug in a weapon for storage. I mean, you can, but it doesn't really stay, so it's not meant for that. Because, like with later Studio Series 86 figures, they do have intended ports to store weapons, but I guess this guy just doesn't. But he still can hold the gun. You can see that both hands are actually molded differently. One's a closed fist, one's kind of open and showing his very classy fingernails. So I'll just plug this into the open hand, because then it actually looks like he's about to pull the trigger to, I don't know, shoot an Autobot. That's pretty cool. And then with the sweep, that's actually a reverse, I'm pretty sure. So the open hand's here. So yeah. And of course, bringing in the blast effects, you can plug that in, or plug this into his head, which is pretty cool. So got that going on. And looking at his head, we can see that really cool facial hair. Like he's got the mustache there, he's got the goatee. Like it's a really cool head sculpt. I love it. So yeah. And speaking of Cybertronians with facial hair, here is Alpha Trion, so you can see how much they retooled here. And honestly, yeah, they've retooled a lot. Like the head, the shoulder. Hell, I'm pretty sure the thighs have also been retooled. Like the chest has definitely been retooled, it looks like. And both hands are actually open on Alpha Trion. And of course, the wings, which honestly, they're not as good as Scourge's, if I'm being honest. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of retooling going on here. And I think, aside from the sweep, I think Alpha Trion was the only other use of this mold, which honestly, I feel like they could have gotten another use out of this mold. Maybe like a reformatting color scheme in the translucent purple, because they did that with Galvatron. So, or if they were still doing the Shattered Glass figures, this could have been like they could have done a Shattered Glass Scourge. Because that would have been really cool in the lighter blues and whites. Just, man, I'm sad the Shattered Glass collection toy line's no longer a thing, because a Shattered Glass Scourge figure from this mold would have been awesome. But, oh well. Now, for this guy's articulation, well, the head can look both ways, although just because he's got a popped collar, he can't really look all the way around. Well, he can, just I probably wouldn't do it in case the I don't want to risk the beard getting scratched. Oh, from what it looks like, the gun on the top of the head can actually swivel. I didn't know that, so there's that. Of course, standard arm movement, limited by the wing, so if you want that to fully move around, you have to move the wing out the way. That was messy. But yeah, wings can flap out the way if you want. Elbows, which you feel kind of loose, like not floppy loose, but easy to maneuver loose. So, yeah. Of course, bicep rotation. Wrists, there's wrist swivels. Waist swivel. You can kick forward, you can kick back. Swivel up there, because I think that's a ball joint. Actually, no, it's a standard joint, so I was wrong. But yeah, swivel there, can do the splits. Knee, pretty tight knee. You get about 90 degrees there, knee movement. Foot can move down if you want that. And, well, he does have an ankle pivot. It's about to there, so not really that much, but there is an issue. The feet can kind of pop off a bit too easily, so be wary about that. My other Tryon has the same issue. But, well, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. Complaints? Honestly, the foot issue is really the biggest issue I've got, because, I mean, this is a pretty cool figure. And, well, the foot issue really seems to more just be this foot. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. So, yeah, just be careful when moving the feet. Move it from here instead of from the actual foot joint itself. I'm not sure if this is a mold-wide thing. Probably is, because my Alpha Trine also has this issue. But yeah, that's my biggest gripe. I mean, yeah, shell former, but come on, Scourge has been a shell former since his original toys, so well, do I recommend this if you don't have Scourge already? I mean, come on, of course I recommend Scourge. He's part of the 3 main Decepticons from Season 3. There's, Galvatron, Cyclonus, Scourge. So, it's obvious if you have Cyclonus and Galvatron, you're going to need Scourge. And it seems Hasbro noticed this as well, because they did release Galvatron a couple times, and they're redoing the Kingdom mold for Cyclonus in more accurate colors, it seems. So, yeah, I definitely do recommend this mold. You might not like the shell former aspect, and that's fine, but as a standard, robot figure, he looks pretty cool on a shelf. So, yeah. So, this has been my review on Studio Series 86 Scourge, and this is a Transformers fan signing off.